Welcome to Just Curious Media. This is Doggone, and I'm Jason Connell. So for those of you who do not know, or even if you do know, this is a dog lovers podcast devoted to honoring the lives and memories of man's best friend. And on this particular episode, it's a tribute episode as we work to get more guests on who want to come on and share the lives of their lost dog, which is hard to do. It's therapeutic and beautiful, but it's not easy, especially if it's fresher and newer. And even if it's longer, the pain is there, but it's a little bit easier as time passes. But this is a tribute episode. So I see famous dogs or just interesting stories of lost dogs. And if there's enough online, we'll come here and do a much shorter episode just to have more content to honor more dogs. And this one caught my eye for sure, because today the tribute is for Balltze A.K.A. Cheems, who is a famous and iconic Shiba Inu. Now, I'll show you the photos here shortly, but you'll recognize Balltze A.K.A. Cheems because he became the logo for the famous cryptocurrency Dogecoin. So I read this article just the other day. Balltze, the iconic Cheems meme, dies at age 12. So here's the photos for those watching online or looking on YouTube. Afterwards, if you want to look him up, please do. So the first image is the famous, iconic image, which was then used for a meme and then later became the logo. And there it is right there. Great. We're going to get into the owner and just some more backstory on Balltze. And I'll show you another photo, just a second. Oh, so cute. Looking straight at the camera, laughing, living the life. Such a cute, cute dog, Balltze Cheems. I guess I got to pick a name every now and again in this episode. And then here is Balltze's owner, Kathy, kissing young Balltze Cheems, which I do this all the time with my dogs, or I have done. I just love kissing a dog. Now, I'm going to leave the iconic image up here and get into more of the story. On August 18th, 2023, Balltze A.K.A. Cheems, the iconic dog and Dogecoin logo, who had been diagnosed with leukemia in December 2022, tragically passed away at the age of 12 while undergoing surgery. Now, Balltze's owner, Kathy, who I just showed you kissing Balltze, confirmed the Shiba Inu's passing through an Instagram post on August 20th, 2023. So this is very recent. We are still in August. And I was going to do another tribute episode, but I was like, wait a second. Balltze's passed away, so I'm doing this one first. So this is from Kathy's Instagram. Ball, I guess that's a nickname for Balltze, fell asleep on August 18th. He fell asleep on Friday morning during his last thoracentis surgery. Originally, we wanted to arrange chemotherapy or other possible treatment for him after this operation, but it is too late now. Don't be sad. Please remember the joy that Balltze brought to the world, a Shiba Inu with a round, smiling face connecting you and me. He has helped many people during the pandemic and brought a lot of joy to many of you, but now his mission has completed. Now that's really touching. I love when an owner can kind of have that stance and understand Balltze's role. Now, I've never had a dog that became a viral sensation. Probably should have, but I haven't. And this dog became incredibly famous. So I love that she recognizes he has fans. He's served people in so many ways and will continue to do so. And that's beautiful that this dog has a legacy. And I think that's great. And I hope that this episode is another piece of that and maybe turns more people on to learn about Balltze Cheems. But really beautiful. And it went on from there. I just took out the first part of the post. And so I'll continue. Now, Balltze was adopted by Kathy in Hong Kong at the age of 1. In 2015, the creation of his dedicated Instagram account, Balltze, I highly recommend checking it out, marked the beginning of his journey to internet fame. Kathy utilized this platform to share a collection of photos capturing Balltze's distinct expressions and emotions throughout his daily life. Yes, this main photo here, which I'm leaving up over my left shoulder, is really great. It's just so funny. Then they went in and just used like his head, his face, because his expression is worth 1,000 words. So the most recognizable and iconic image. So to that point, this most recognizable and iconic image posted on September 4th, 2017. And it became the foundation for a meme in 2019 where he playfully says, Cheems burger. Like in the meme, they just wrote that. Like, oh, this guy, he would probably make a mistake and say Cheems as opposed to cheese, which became adorable online. So this meme, which contributed to the character being named Cheems, which is now the A.K.A. of Balltze, intentionally used misspelling to convey a sense of whimsical goofiness and adorable charm. And so what made the Cheems character truly iconic was how the endearing speech impediment humorously aligned with the dog's seemingly unbothered and irresistibly cute demeanor. Well said, and I totally agree. It was perfect. Sometimes these things just line up great. It's like, yeah, we could have done that, but it's just, luck, fate, all these things that play to create a meme that just takes off virally. Now, the dog's popularity grew even more as the meme culture took off on social media sites. It later became, of course, as I've mentioned, the face of Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency that was supported by Elon Musk, which if you read the news about crypto a few years ago, he would do a tweet and it would shoot up the price of Dogecoin. And so, I still think there's a place for Dogecoin. It kind of had a breakout a few years ago. It's come back down just a few pennies of value. But I think it's going to be that first cryptocurrency that people will use because the value is so low and they'll get used to transactions. And then, we're in no race. It's the long play. But I do believe Dogecoin still has a place in this space. So additionally, the popularity of Cheems led to the creation of an NFT collection based on his Cheems burger jokes. So for those of you collecting NFTs, look up Balltze Cheems and see what's out there. I'm sure it's not cheap. Now, just to talk a little bit more about Dogecoin. It was established in 2013 as a joke on the speculation of crypto coins. Now, in the further years to come, over time, it quickly became a reputation as a community-friendly currency. And here's this playful logo, of course. It's very popular with Reddit and Twitter users. Oh, should I say X now? Sorry. But old Twitter users. Now, the representatives and officials of Dogecoin do use memes and jokes as marketing materials and elements of their brand identity. And, of course, its name and logo derives from a Japanese dog, Balltze, a Shiba Inu, and they're better known as chimps or as just Doge. So there you go. I had no idea that Doge spawned from Shiba Inu in Japan, so Dogecoin. I guess I could have called it Balltze coin, Cheems coin, but Dogecoin's perfect. And so there is the legacy of Balltze, Cheems, Dogecoin. But at the heart of this, we lost a very adorable dog at the age of 12. And any time is too soon to lose a dog. 12's a good run, I would say. My first dog lived to be, just in that range. My second one, too soon. So when you lose them early, it's extra hard, but it's still very sad. And and my heart goes out to Kathy and her family and any and everybody who actually interacted with and spent time with Balltze. Seemed like just a champion dog in every way. And I love this story. I love that his image on Instagram went viral and he has this other life. And obviously it did not go to his head. Although maybe it did. Maybe when he went out in Japan, he was a hit. He was like, man, this is great. But regardless, thoughts and prayers go out to Balltze A.K.A. Cheems, Shiba Inu, We'd love to come back and do more of these tribute episodes. So please keep coming back and supporting us. And if you want to be a guest, if you've recently experienced the passing of a dog and would like to share your story on the Doggone Podcast, please reach out to us. We would love to hear your story, to share your story, to celebrate your dog. And until then, we will keep coming back and supporting dogs, as that's all we know how to do. So thank you so much for listening, and please be sure to subscribe to the Doggone Podcast and the Doggone YouTube Live channel. You can also really help us by giving the show a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast. And for all you listeners that enjoy sharing your thoughts, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcast, send us a direct message, or post a comment on any doggone social media platform. We also highly recommend checking out our other podcast and visiting justcuriousmedia.com. And let me get that logo up there for you. Hang on a second. There's the Doggone Podcast and boom, 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 Just Curious Media. Thanks so much.